I want to make things abundantly clear from the get-go, because I seemed to have sparked some confusion amongst some of my viewers. Perhaps the algorithm is directing my content. It doesn't quite know where to put me in this meta realm of digital information. I don't think it's quite pointing me at the right people yet. It hasn't discovered exactly what message I'm trying to get across. If you are totally happy and content with the way that your life is right now, you wish for nothing more, you are totally fine with being a feather in the wind, just floating around and having zero purpose in life and just living in the moment. There's nothing wrong with living in the moment. It's just not a way that it's not. But I like living in the moment. I don't want to get my message wrong. It's important, but it's not the only thing I strive for. I also like to achieve. If I have the option to do something that's going to progress my future, or do something that's hedonistic and fun in the moment but doesn't put me anywhere in the long run, I'll choose the thing that's going to progress me 99.9% of the time, because I would prefer to progress. If you're the kind of person that would choose the fun one just to be fun and float about, then these videos are not for you, not at all. Because I got a comment on one of my videos and I was talking about a man who was stood with a cigarette and alcohol on a Friday night, complaining about the fact that he didn't have time to go to the gym. I made a comment about this man. I wasn't making fun of him. If he wants to do that, that's fine. If he wants to sit around and smoke and drink, that's fine. I don't judge people for doing that, never. But to do this activity that's putting you nowhere and suggesting that you have no time to progress, even though you're dedicating time right now that you could be using to progress, but you're actually using the time to digress and go further down. I don't have time for complaints like that. If you wish things were different, but you're spending your time doing things that you know you shouldn't be doing, you lose all rights to complain. You can't say, oh, I really wish I had a six-pack, and not do anything about getting a six-pack. You can't say, oh, I really wish I had a six-pack, and continue to eat donuts or cookies or crisps or whatever it is that you're overeating in. You can't say, I wish that I was the fastest runner on the planet and never train and run. If you don't have goals, that's fine. But you can't complain that you don't live the life that you want to live whilst doing these activities that you think are fun, just floating around. It doesn't work like that. How can you complain when you're not willing to put the work in? You're not willing to put the effort in. There are a lot of things about myself. I've also had comments talking about my current situation. I had some guy, it made me laugh really hard actually, when I opened this message. He put, I think at some point I'm going to learn that it's actually bad to talk about negative comments, and I'm probably going to stop. But for now, I did find it extremely interesting what this individual had to say. He sent a message. He said, this is in the video where I'm talking about the guy who's drinking and smoking and saying that he wishes he had a certain type of physique and doesn't have time for the gym even though he did. Anyway, enough about that. I wasn't making fun of that individual, by the way. I'm just explaining the problems with his way of thinking. Or I want to open people's eyes if they're actually lazy. They might not realize it, because these people blame things on circumstances that are out of their control without actually realizing that they do have control. They could go to the gym if they really, really wanted to. You can't complain. Anyway, this person said to me, you need to get your suit refitted, I need to get my hair cut, and I need to get into the gym myself because I don't have the physique. He didn't say the second part about the physique. He just said you need to get to the gym yourself. And what was the one more thing that he said? Suit fitted, cut your hair. You need to get to the gym yourself. Oh, and stop stumbling over your words when you speak. Try and get through a sentence, which is kind of ironic because I just did it trying to remember what he said. That's quite funny. Now, if I was sat here complaining, saying, first of all, I like the way I like having long hair. I've had short hair, I've had long hair, I prefer long hair. The suit was an old suit from prom years ago. I just wanted to see what the suit would do for the algorithm. I'm not defending myself here to an individual like that. I don't care about him. I'm just explaining to anyone else that's interested my thought process when I hear negative comments. So those two things. My body, he's absolutely right. I don't have the body that I don't wake up thinking, wow, look at that. But I'm on my way to it, and I've come a long way from being a fat guy. But he's right. I do need to go to the gym, and I do go to the gym six times a week, because I'm not just hoping and wishing to get the body that I want. I'm actively trying to pursue it. And then the final thing is my words. He said that I'm stumbling over when I speak, and he's absolutely right. I just did it then. I'm stumbling over when I speak. What does that even mean? That doesn't make any sense. But the whole reason I'm making these videos is because I'm a truck driver. I speak to no one all day. So me making these videos and speaking to you now is me practicing the ability to speak. I've almost lost my ability to speak through not talking to people all day long. So this is me trying to fix that. So I am not happy. I'm not, how can I explain? Because I don't want you to think like I'm really stressed out or depressed over the way that I look or anything. All I'm trying to say is I am not totally content or happy with the way that I look at the moment. But I also know that I'm actively every single day trying as best as I can to my ability to improve the way that I look. I know that I can't communicate as fluently as I would like to, and me making these videos is me actively trying to improve that aspect of my life. So you can't complain and do nothing about something and expect it to change. You can be unhappy or want to improve a certain area, or not unhappy, I don't want to use the word unhappy, because that you can be not totally content with where you are at the moment and want to improve and do things to improve a certain aspect of your life. That is commendable, that is excellent, and that's what I'm trying to get everybody to do, to put in the work. Because I'm halfway through this journey at the moment. I want to bring everyone with me, because it was videos like these that I'm making now that took me from that place where I would just blame external factors to a place of accountability. I take accountability for all of my actions. The negative comments that I get, I'm doing things that are allowing them to come to me. I don't mind them, they don't affect me anyway. But I can't sit here and say, oh, why am I getting these negative comments? I never expected. No, I knew that by making this channel I was going to get both positive and negative. Well, to be honest with you, I didn't think I'd even get any views for the first 6 months. So the fact that I've got haters is pretty astounding to me. I like it, to be honest. It's good. But just to clear some things up, because I feel like some people are really misunderstanding what I'm trying to say. If you're totally happy with the way your life is right now, these videos aren't for you. I'm not talking to you. If you want to go out and drink a party with your friends and you don't wake up the next day thinking, why do I look like this? That's fine. You continue down that road if that's what you really want. If you don't want a different career and you're happy in the career that you've got and you'd rather spend your time just partying and having fun. I'm not just talking about partying. I'm talking about any habit that's a waste of time. And in my opinion, I'm talking video games, partying, anything that you could be doing. We all have this one activity that we wish. Here's a good way of putting it. We all have something we want, and we need to create space in our life to attain the thing that we want. If you want a fantastic physique and you also enjoy playing video games, which one do you think you're going to enjoy more? Which one do you want more? Would you rather sacrifice the video games and then you have the time that's required and the energy that's required to get the perfect body that you want? Or do you not really want it that much, the body? You don't really care about that. You just rather play the video games. Either one of them's fine. It's just a choice. And if you pick one or the other, you can't complain about one or the other. If you want the body and you go for that, you can't complain you don't have enough time for video games. If you want the video games and to have fun and you don't really care about your body, you can't play the video games and complain that you don't have the body. You have to pick one over the other. You have to choose what you're going to spend your time on. And 9 times out of 10, the right thing to choose, I'm going to be totally honest with you, is the harder one. It's a lot easier to sit around playing video games. It's a lot harder to go to the gym every single day consistently and push yourself, push your body to the limits. So that's my message to you today. Just choose what you want. You have to make a decision. You have to make a decision of what you want. And do not complain otherwise. If you want to live to 80 years of age only ever having fun and never accomplishing anything, you've chosen to do that. Don't regret it when you get to that age, because you had all this opportunity to change. That's my message to you.